Oh, we got everything done that we planned on. Go us.
Almost.
That was everything.
We were going to do the rears and the rear sets.
Those were like outside the norm.
All the stuff we did today, we mentioned that we might do today in the beginning.
Good man.
There you go.
What's going on, everybody? Chase on Two Wheels here for another episode of WBR Garage. Behind me, we've got our CBR1000 that we are turning into a street fighter. Of course, we got Brian here as well. In the last episode of Wreck Bike Rebuild, guys, we got the engine into our CBR1000. Make sure to check that video out to see that getting done. And boy, is today gonna be fun because you guys have been asking for it. We're getting stuff done. Stick around to see all the stuff that we get done today because it looks like it's gonna be a lot unless there's some terrible thing that happens. You know, guys, before we get started, did y'all know that if you guys go to the top link down below and become a member, you can actually win the motorcycles that we build? It's a pretty cool opportunity. That top link down below will get you there. $5, win yourself a motorcycle. It's a good deal. Okay, back to the video. All right, guys, so we don't know if all this will happen, but we're gonna do our damnedest. So here's what our plan is for today. We are going to finish the clutch. Brian did some work on the clutch before this episode, seen here.
Thoroughly confused. I'm missing a ring is what it looks like. But everything for the clutch has been in this bag all together since the beginning of time. So I can't see how I'd be missing anything. Something's wrong. Something is not right.
So when you filmed that, you got to a point where we needed stuff and don't have it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think we accidentally had thrown a couple of small parts away.
Okay, so we did a whoopsie daisy. What are these whoopsie daisies, Brian?
So this is a spring, a judder spring seat and a judder spring.
Okay.
This particular clutch pack has two sets.
Okay.
It has an inner and an outer. Not used to that, which is why it didn't dawn on me in the beginning that they were missing until I had to like go fishing through the parts fish and all that other stuff that hopefully you guys won't see because it was extremely frustrating and nobody needs to see all of that. So.
Okay, so we got those. Now we can finish up the clutch.
I
right?
sure hope so.
Oh, me too. Okay, so clutch is going to get finished, and that will be the end of the hard parts on the engine.
The engine will be complete at that point, yes.
Sweet. Now, once we get those in, we are going to then hang the chain. We are going to hopefully hang the chain. Are we going to put the rear sprocket or front sprocket on?
Have to.
Have to. Perfect. Front sprocket's going on, where you got to adjust these front forks because as you guys can see, they currently are touching the handlebar. Obviously, that's not functional. So those got to get adjusted. We're going to put the front brakes on. Just hang them, not...
Calipers, correct. We're not going to run the lines, but we're going to install the calipers.
We're going to hang the rear brake caliper.
And if at that point we still have time to burn,
right.
We will start with either the assembly of or installation of the rear sets.
Okay. I think that is a pretty stout list to try to get done. You guys can see we're trying to get shit done. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to start working. First thing, the clutch. Let's get this thing finished. What makes you say something's not right? Just the way it feels?
So this should not be able to move around in here.
Uh-huh.
So I'll show you what I mean. That shouldn't be able to move around like that.
How is that one moving and not all the other ones?
Because this first plate is smaller than the rest to fit the judder spring and seat in there.
And it fits that judder spring.
Well, it goes in, but the part that we needed for this is a discontinued, no longer available seat and spring.
Okay.
Through, research, I found a superseded part number, which were these. Mm-hmm. And I just don't feel like they're the right size. It just feels weird. You know, when we took it apart, it was shattered.
Yeah.
So
we
I don't know a good example of it. That might be the way that it needs to be, though. You know what I mean? I'm like...
Because, like, that's what the manual is saying.
Yeah, this is exactly how it's shown to be put up, but they're not going to explain to you whether that plate wiggles around.
Right.
It's normal if the plate wiggles. No, they're not going to tell you that. You know what I mean? And I don't have a reference to it. We took it apart so long. This is an old bike. I can't tell you the last time that I've had a clutch out of an '08 CBR.
Right.
Besides this one, you know, so I'm just a little...
So, question.
concerned that it's incorrect.
If it's incorrect and we try to...
Worst case scenario is it will burn the clutch up faster than it should be burned up. Or it won't function properly and you gotta stick it in gear and it's not letting go, or it won't grab all the way. Or, but there's really one way to find out.
Yeah, right. At the end of the day.
So, all right, I'm gonna assemble this the way it needs to go in, make sure that everything fits in here before I break it down and soak it. So I'm just going to redo what I just did again real quick here. And
I feel like at this point, if the manual says what it says, even though it feels weird, I feel like we should just move forward with it like that.
My issue is that I know that these are not the original parts, and I don't know if these are different than the ones that were already in it. And if those were a bigger outside diameter, so this wouldn't wiggle around in there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But
I mean, like you said, we'll find out when we do. I mean, obviously, we're going to road test this bike before we give it away.
Yes.
So we're just going to have to make a note.
Oh, I mean, it's either going to work or it's not, you know?
Yeah. All right, clutch has been soaked. So now you're going to be on reassembly mode.
Yep, I'm just going to reassemble that whole stack like I just did, stick it in the engine, and then start putting stuff in for the last time.
That's a clutch.
There it is.
All right, guys, and just like that, we have the clutch installed and plates and all the goodness. Even this little cable bracket boy. It was not without a couple headaches, but we got past it. We're just at this point.
Basket cases is what you get.
Basket cases. So we're gonna have to find out if the clutch is done correctly. We've done everything by the book. Brian doesn't love the way it feels, but there's nothing we can do about it. So we're just gonna keep on pushing forward. So clutch is done. Next up, really quickly, we are going to adjust these forks so that we can get rid of this little no goodness in this guy as well. Oh, by the way, this is the handlebar. I think we put it on to move the bike around, and it just appeared.
I think they've seen it already.
They've seen it, but they haven't seen it, like, I don't think we showed it being installed, so surprise! Okay, so let's get these forks adjusted, and we'll keep this train going.
Believe it or not, it took all that time just to find a torque spec.
Jeez.
For these right here. Knock that little stuff out real quick.
So we're fully adjusted all up here and we're good to move on?
Now we're gonna go ahead and put the front sprocket on, hang the chain, cut it to length.
And that's it.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
All right.
Hey Brown, what kind of chain we putting on this bad majema?
We are putting a Vortex V3 X-ring chain on it.
Ooh, fancy. Maybe? Fancy? Let's see what see if she's a looker. That moment where you ordered parts for this motorcycle so long ago, you don't even remember what the parts look like. How many to the front sprocket?
15.
Really looking forward to seeing what this guy looks like. I hope I didn't go with the gold one, because that'd be strange. What color chain did Chase order?
Black!
I caught it with my feet. Let it be known. Hey guys, you see what that is? That's a brand new chain. Woo! New chain, new sprocket, new front sprocket. Killing the game. Brian, high five to you over the air. Woohoo! Final thing we're gonna do, drop the front brake calipers on the front, and I think that will end our beautiful day today. How you feeling, Brian?
That sounds fine with me.
Knocking through stuff today.
Yeah,
Feeling like a good day. I mean, it's all tiny
putting it on.
stuff.
Little stuff, yeah, putting it on. Clutch is done. Sprocket's on. Chain is hung.
Let's finish this day strong then.
Okay.
Front brake, let's go.
Let's find the brakes then.
Oh, well. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a paper towel, and those are reinstalled front brake
Calipers.
God, why did I call them rotors today?
You didn't. You were going to call them discs. You weren't even close to rotors.
What? I mean, they are.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's a completed day for us. We got everything done that we planned on. Go us.
Almost.
That was everything.
We were going to do the rears and the rear sets.
Those were like outside the norm.
All the stuff we did today, we mentioned that we might do today in the beginning.
Good man.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wreck by Rebo Garage. If you want to win the motorcycles we build, top link down below, become a member, win our next motorcycle. I'm Chaseontwowheels. That's, what did you call him earlier? B-Rain. That's B-Rain. We'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure to hit the like button for more videos like this and subscribe for motorcycle content. Love you long time. Goodbye. Outro crew. Getting that work done, right? What do you guys think? Give us your general thoughts in the comments down below. Put OC so we know you made it in the outro clue. The outro clue. I'm gonna go eat later. Love y'all a little bit longer. Bye.